Uh, Good evening, everyone. I'm Satish. I'm the co-founder of Spotme's. I'm a recovering actor person, and today I'm going. Sorry. Today I want to tell you a pressing social issue. Uh, I mean, don't worry. I'm not saying about nuclear arms or something else. I'm saying about fake certificates. Fake certificates means, in our society we are seeing so many fake certificates of fake experienced candidates are living and doing their unworthy candidates who are. Uh, sorry, just a second. Yeah. Certificate faking and the proper background verification is in the short term are the two major issues facing in by many companies. Recent survey conducted by the HR department found 83% HRs recognized fake certificates of span of three years. Imagine an inexperienced candidate, unworthy candidate, wasting your company's time and money by hiding his uh, true capabilities with the fake certificates. That's why we decided to make an application which is used to avoid the fake certificate. For that, we are from the last few months we are working on the platform which is more transparent, efficient, and secure. Secure. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. Uh, can I start from the? Yeah. Certificate faking and the proper background verification in the time are the two major issues facing by the many companies. Recent survey conducted by the HR department found 83% HR recognized fake certificates in the span of 3 years. Imagine an inexperienced candidate, unworthy candidates wasting your company money and efforts by hiding his true capabilities with the fake certificates. To migrate the problem to maximum extent, a robust verification system which is transparent, secure, is one of the best reasonable solutions. SciFiB provides us transparency and security through the blockchain-based applications, blockchain-based verification application systems, which can validate the capability of the person within a few clicks. When we decided to do this project, we listed a few objectives, which are first one is to create a highly secure, decentralized application for the universities, companies, uh, matrimonials, and e-learning platforms. And the second one is we decided to make an application and easy and accurate verification system, which is helpful to the companies. And the third point is a platform. A platform for the corporate companies to do the background verification in the less time in low cost, and the main motive is to avoid the fake certificate. That is the fourth point that we listed in our objective. And coming to how it will work in the four steps. The first step is companies or the colleges can create or add the employer student data to the blockchain, and then he can upload the certificates and documents to the blockchain, then track information with the unique ID we can create to the each employer's student. Then with that ID, we can get the information from the blockchain. So that's why it can work properly. Uh, then coming to the market size, many companies over the world spending an average of $4.95 billion every year on just the employee background verification. And according to the survey conducted by the Alien Networks, it's going to be a $9.92 billion by the 2028. It's true, it's a very huge amount, but they don't have a choice. That's why we decided to make a one more choice for us, one more choice with us with the Cypher B. And the Cypher B target, I mean, in the researching process, Cypher B know the know that there are so many ways to go to the market by with these people. I mean, these are my target people who are corporate companies, e-learning platforms, subscription-based products, matrimonial companies, and universities. Coming to the competitors and barrier to entry, True Scholar and Unidays and Oddbridge are the main competitors for us. Uh, True Scholars generate the certificates on the blockchain, but they are not doing any verification related things. Unidays is the student verification system for the third. I mean, it's a third-party application which are. I mean, who is using is Apple and related companies are using this application because in sometimes they are giving some subscription-based offers like uh, Apple providing and their MacBook at $999. At that place, they are verifying the student data so that they some people are misusing those offers and things, right? So that's why people are uh, people are faking the company so that we are providing a solution to the Apple, or I mean, I'm not saying Apple. So offers who are giving like these offers, we are providing a solution with this. They can easily track the student is really student or is really capable to claim the offers or not, and auth bridge to the cipher suit. This is all about our revenue model. And after that, we are go to market plan. This is the go to market plan. uh, uh, we are planning to recruit the campus ambassadors from the each college to register in the, I mean, ambassadors to promote our product on the college and to making stable connection with the colleges. And in the second plan is to go to the approach to low tier companies and low tier colleges, escalate the approach to top tier colleges and universities, and then conducting the companies to bring awareness on the blockchain advantages and the importance of the data privacy and security. And till now, it's our traction. Till now, we have completed our research process, POC process, and we have completed MVP also. Uh, Next month, or I mean, next month first week or this month last week, we are going to launch our product to the market and doing trial run. And we are also giving the demos to the demos to colleges and companies, also getting positive response from everywhere. And as we said, like before Cypher Suit, we are planning to launch this Cypher Suit features with the product on the 2023 before June. Cypher Suit means the suit provides some additional features to the companies, which means companies doing something like agreements with the other companies or agreements with the employees or students, right? These kind of agreements will be held on the blockchain. So in this way, we can go through that. I mean, we are going to implement the feature on that Cypher Suit, and so many features like coming to the under Cypher Suit through this through through Cypher B. And we are targeted to spread our wings to entire country by the 2024 May, and planning to make a strong and secure application. And this is our team. We are the team of four, and we are all are know each other from the last 8 years. We are technically strong, and we are all are like-minded people. Investment and the use of funds. Um, uh, we are we are going for the pre-seeding funding. In that funding will be used to improve the current MVP and MVP with the additional features. We need resources such as developers and workspace. To start initial marketing, we are planning to cover the as many as target audience. All the investment, 65% of the pre-seed funding goes to the product development and 35% funding to allocate to the marketing. Sorry. Yeah, sure. It's done. Please, sorry. Funding before the seed stage. I mean, we are now at MVP stage, sir. Before launching the product, we are raising a fund is called seed funding. Pre-seed funding means before launching the product and before completing the product between stage, that is called the pre-seed stage. Yeah, not angel. It's like bootstrapping type. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Actually, decentralized means when we upload the certificates to the any server, I mean, I'm talking about traditional databases. When we upload the certificate to the traditional databases, it will be stored in the particular server. There might be chances to breach the data, or there might be chances so anyone can access the data if any weak passwords with or any something else. Uh, I mean, miscellaneous things. Now that's why they can misuse the from the traditional databases. If we use the blockchain, the data which we uploaded to the blockchain, it will be saving as a hash. No one can decrypt that. And also we are using so many ciphers between that. I mean, while uploading the data to the block, I mean, while taking the data and till uploading the data to the blockchain, in these between process we are doing so much of encryptions. These are called ciphers. So by using blockchain we can eliminate that process of data breaches and fast accessing. We can achieve that. Yeah, yeah, it's a completely immutable. Once it's stored in a blockchain, never no one can access it. I mean, no one can replace it. Anyone can update, but no one can replace. Actually, we are using Bitget and Ethereum also. In the testing purpose, we are using Ethereum, but in the final stage, I mean, before going to the production, we are put it in that Bitget. Yeah, hacked. Yeah, yeah, hacked the network. Ethereum 2.0 has a more security, and they are implemented more configurations to avoid the hacking and related things. It's an open source network, sir. Ethereum and Bitget, Solana, these are the open source networks built on the. I mean, these are the cryptocurrencies. Like you heard before, like Bitcoin. I think all the people get know, sir. Like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana also like blockchain networks. We can openly stake it. Exact with the exact idea, no one will there, sir. But related to like if I say before now, storing to the blockchain process, they are using. I mean, True Scholar is there for that. So, companies means registration. Hmm. 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 Yes, yes. Exactly, I don't know, but two or three companies there, sir. Yes, sir. We are incubated in AU Incubation Center. DigiLocker is storing the certificates only, sir. But we are storing the certificates, and as well as we are sending the certificates to the companies. I mean, if one student can upload the certificates to the blockchain, while he's joining to the new company, he don't want to send his certificates. He can send that unique ID. Then they can verify that. This verification also done by the colleges side also. Is this student or his old student or not? Is coming from that university or not? This verification is coming from that old colleges also. Yeah, exactly. Sure. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't get your question. Student uploads the data. Huh. He's asking about the validation process as to whatever I uploaded is right or wrong. What is the process of validation? When we upload a student will upload the certificate. No one can access to verify his. College can verify the certificates. I mean, if the student upload the certificate, it will go to the really. I mean, which college? I mean, where we come from. I mean, which college is coming from? Hmm. That that link will be gone to the college, and college will be verified that. After that only it will visible to companies, and it's verified by the college. But in that process where the colleges, how do you bring them on board? It's not mandatory. I don't want to join your network. At that process, we are using email verification. I mean, in our system automatically. But unless they are monetized, why should they confirm the student belongs to them or not? Sorry, sir. Why should the colleges do this for you? For getting the people jobs, na. I mean, you're a private body. Now should I? Yeah, I mean, our motive is to reduce the cost to the companies. Companies, if companies use this platform, uh, colleges necessarily use it. Is there any regulation or is there any government approval for you to do all these things? Such kind of a regulatory driven thing is there, okay, people will join. Yes. No, but you are not a regulatory approved body or a government approved body. Why should the colleges come and join and certify? Yes, he belongs to our college, he studied in my college. So based on which you are making money. So can the college themselves create a database? Yes, sir. We are option to add the data from the colleges. We are option to add the data from the student side, and we are option to add the data from the company side. Then if you think of a monetization model, okay, today I tell you, I sit in the registrar office every day evening. He signs a book, 200 certificates. You know what? These are not the regular certificates about degree that he anyhow has. But these are all the guys who are applying to external universities outside India, Canada, US. You know, they bring a bunch of all these certificates, and he has to validate or physically sign on all those things. One, two is since people need it, right? Students need it, companies need it. If you can think of a model where the college will put all those certificates online, and for every validation that a college does, like some companies has come and says, this certificate from this university and this for this is the original. For that validation, college gets some money, whether it is an external another MS is going for MS or MBA outside, and that college wants to verify for each verification. There is a specific money that the student pays or the endpoint, the company or somebody pays, and the college gets to maybe it's easier to get this. Just think of it. Yeah, sure, sure. Revenue. Was trying to apply for an MBA program after the highway. They asked me something for an NAV ID. But the form is National Academic Depository. I didn't know about that till yesterday. Okay, so when I Googled it, says that it is going to keep a record of all my certificates, and they also mentioned that they're going to verify and authenticate the same. So it, and they also say this is by the government of higher education, so it's government thing. So what I want to understand is what is the value that you are trying to add to this? Like why should the college buy from you rather than directly go to the government and I don't think this is and have I didn't do my research yet, but that's the question. What is it that we want to add as a value? If I understand it for the blockchain you mentioned, maybe there's an angle of crypto that you're trying to add to the system. Correctly, if I'm wrong, but I want to know what is difference and what is the. Yeah, actually, before I said like, if we are not only adding the certificates to the blockchain, we are also verifying the process. I mean, if the student add the certificate to the blockchain, it's not only for the storing purpose. Uh, if student join in any companies, I mean, newly joined to the any company, they can give that ID only. Companies can verify the certificates with that ID. Okay, and in this process will be reduce the time, and this process will be reduce the cost to the companies. We are planning for that.
We are already lagging of the time. Sorry, and you can continue in personal. Thank Now moving on to the next session. I would like to now welcome our speaker of the day, Mr. Ramkumar Varma, the founder and CEO of Native Arku Coffee. Just before he speaks, I want to quickly introduce him. Ramkumar Varma is an ambitious individual. He is also a seasoned businessman who has ventured into fields of branding, retail, healthcare, and skill development. He has 16 years of IT and BPO experience and has worked for several MNCs and left IBM as deputy general manager to start his own business. He currently owns a premium coffee chain and brand that is present in several airports across India and growing internationally. In addition to today's topic, he will also briefly discuss how he translated from corporate learning at training firm to native Arku coffee. I now welcome Mr. Ramkumar Varma to enlighten us. The floor is yours.
Can you just give one chocolate each to everybody?
Thank you.
Yes, it is, sir. Do I need this? Mandatory for the mic? Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Hmm? Oh, okay. Ravi, I've sent you one video link. You can forward it in this group just now on a WhatsApp. That's the same one. You have the coffee table book there? Just open that. It's not downloading. Or I have it pen drive. Use this. Okay. If somebody can help me out there. PDF file है. Just do the present there. Anonymous. Go down to the third one called present. Oh, that's okay. Otherwise, I'll manage it. Just reduce this place. Yeah, that's fine. Just help me. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come over all the way and talk about, uh, you know, my journey, successes, failures, all the way in the last 22 years. First of all, I would like to thank Ravi Sharapu, Srinivas Savaram for. I don't have the. I don't need the mic. I think I am audible. Can you all hear me? Sriram, if you can hear me, I know if I'm audible. All right. So let me start about native Araku coffee. What happened and how did native Araku coffee actually originate? I'll talk about a short story, and then we'll go back to how did I transform my success? How did I really make mistakes, and how did I learn out of them? And talk about talk about today's topic in terms of opportunities. How do we generate out of the competitor analysis, and how important is it for us? So talk about native Araku coffee. 2017. So I've been in Vizag since 2007. So I worked with IBM. I relocated from Hyderabad to Vizag in 2007 because IBM brought me here. And 6 years with IBM. And after that, I started my journey as an entrepreneur. 2017, I was driving by to Araku Valley and then stopped by Anandagiri Hills. And I was talking to a tribal farmer just to learn. See, I've been enjoying Araku coffee for the last 10 years, but I certainly wanted to know what's the journey behind Araku coffee? What really made Araku coffee so successful? And how can I really, understand the basics, how it really originated and all of that story? Then the tribal farmer, can you move on to the other slide? You have it? This is the next slide. Just go to the next slide. Next. Okay, so when I was talking to this farmer, this farmer is about 70 plus years old. He's been living there since 1958. He spoke to me for 2 hours. He said what was the journey and how did Araku coffee originate and what went really well in Araku Valley and what really bothered them so much. For 2 hours, he spoke very sweetly, very nicely, very gently. Go to the next slide, please. Next slide. Yeah. So in this journey, he's the old man whom I was talking to. By the end of 2 hours, this farmer asked me a question. Why are you wasting my time? I might have as well taken care of my sheep and earned 10 rupees more. People like you come, sit down, for a fancy, you take a selfie and give me $100 and go. And I was surprised. He spoke for 2 hours. And what went wrong and what did I make a mistake in so that he's asked me this question? The next point which I asked him is, what is really bothering you? How can I really help you out? In a simple 3 word, he said, can you change the world? If so, can you remove the middleman? If not, the third point is, from here down the valley, he showed me, can you see that small hut on the down the valley, which is 3 kilometers down? I said, yes, I can see. That's my hut, which I'm living for the last 32 years. Okay, the hut next to that is my son's hut, and the next hut is my grandson's hut. Right, this is my life. What can you change? Right, so surprisingly, a 75-year or 70-year-old tribal farmer who's not educated has a thought process behind saying that, can you change the world? Somebody has some thought process behind, right? Then I said, okay, let's do this. What time will you go down to your home? He said, I'm going in another 10 minutes. So let's walk through. And surprisingly, there's no road, like the way what you see in media, like the way what you see in newspaper. I walked along with him for 3 hours. That 3 kilometers down the line. It is absolutely bad. There is no vehicle. You can't just walk down on your bare foot. It's really, really painful. We went to that village. This is about 12, 13 families together living in one village. No electricity. And then sheep and the family members actually stay together. Right? And when you go back and see that place, right, it's like, can anybody stay here? It's the first feeling which I got. The moment I reached there is one or two people who've come from that village saying that, who are you? Why are you coming into my system? They have that fear. There's a new face which is coming into the village. I asked him, I've come along with the farmer to know what's happening at your end. Then these two people, these are like probably about 40 years age, and another guy should be about 35. And I said, I'm here to really understand what's the pain point. I really wanted to know how can I really help you. And this guy says, you have to get out of this place. You cannot stay here. Right? This is our village. We have our own privacy kind of stuff. And they started talking very rudely. Then there is one senior gentleman who said he's a Naxalite who's actually taking care of the village, converted to a common man. And he says, sir, I am so-and-so. You seem to be a little professional, but tell me, how can we help? I said, sir, I was talking to this old man, the same gentleman. He told me these are 3 problems available. I'm not sure I'm going to solve the problem, but I wanted to understand the problem on ground. That's the reason I've come. Then he sat through and he spoke about his story. He said, sir, I was in the Naxalism for 11 years. I left that profession and I've come back to the common man. I came to this village and I wanted to take care of this village and give them a better access and get a process. I'm talking about get the money to this particular family. That touched my heart. I said, while you're seeing everything in corporate, I've traveled across the globe, I've seen everything. But when you go back and see, a family there needs 500 rupees to survive for a week. 500 rupees to survive because Their rice is cultivated by them. The vegetables are cultivated by them. Their spices are also available with them. And their living age is from November till March. They earn money for the year, which is on coffee. But what happens the remaining time is only sheep. If they get market, they get market. Otherwise, they don't get market. That touched my heart, and I promised that farmer I'll come back in 1 month with one company which will change and transform. I have no clue anything about coffee or a tribal farmer. I don't know what is their lifestyle, but something which really touched my heart. I said we have to start and do something and contribute to the society. That's how I started Native Araku Coffee. That's the story behind the organization, and he is the man who's brought Native Araku Coffee to this particular stage. And by the way, till date, we still take care of that family and the village. The first step which we did is 1 month, we have started the company called Native Araku Coffee. I went back to that village. Can you go back to the previous slide once? And I showed this photograph that you are my brand ambassador. All our visiting cards, all the branding which is done, it goes along with that farmer. And that's how we made them say, hey, look, things can change. Have trust in us. Then I said, I'm going to adopt this particular village. We adopted the village. We started training all of them because I don't know anything about the coffee. Every weekend I used to go spend time in the village, understand how does the coffee work, how does flowering happen, how does fruit comes out, what is called as roasting, what is called as grinding. We have no clue. We're talking about it. Basic knowledge is all gathered there. Started spending time with them. Adopted that village. Then we went to another village. Then we entered another village. We adopted about 7, 8 villages in that place in 1 year. Then we've started getting good response because what's the differentiation factor between rural and urban? The trust factor. Rural and tribal don't trust you the way what we do on the urban side. In this rural area, especially this is tribals, right? They don't trust you. It took almost 3 years for us to really get that trust. And how did we get that trust? Also, I'll tell you. In 2018, we were able to capture good markets. We were able to give good price to the customer. And end of the day, what we've done is uh, 1 year we've done, and after that we said, okay, now that the farmer is only selling a coffee bean, he doesn't know anything about roasting, grinding, and how does the brand work. He has no knowledge about it. So we said we call the next generation entrepreneurs. In every village, have a 10+2 graduates. So we identified about 5, 6 of them. Okay. In the 6 of them, we've identified 2 women and one man. And this is an age of 21, 23, and 25. And we called all of them. I said, hey, look, I'm going to train you on how does roasting happen. I'm going to train you how you have to do grinding. I'll tell you how branding also makes a difference. Fortunately, out of 3, only 1 survived. Because the remaining 2 is one guy who survived. The remaining 2 said, sir, we have other works to do. We cannot really take this time to spend time, learn, and do all of that stuff. In this journey, we decided in 2019 that we will invest in putting a small roaster in that village. And we went up and set up a small roaster grinding machine. Now, today, we do about 10 tons of coffee in India, and all of them gets processed in this village only. Your roasting, grinding, everything happens there. Packing only happens in India. And the value proposition, what made tribal farmer trust us is every penny which is ordered. When I order from this village, I need about 1 ton of coffee. And I know the list of farmers who has produced what and how much am I picking from whom. And we pay them directly to their bank account. That is 30%, not 70%. 70% we pay them cash. You know what is the reason? You go to tribal area, you go to Pad area, you go to... I'll use the mic. Is this better? Okay. So when we went back and seeing why can't we do 100% transfer to the bank account, the biggest opportunity is for me to withdraw more than 5,000 rupees in any of the tribal area in the banks. I have to wait for 5 days. I'll be given a token, and I have to put a token, and I have to go back to the same bank to withdraw money. You look at the pain point. ATMs doesn't work, and the maximum withdrawal capacity in the ATM is 4,000 rupees. How will an individual survive? Right. So this is what we started transforming things, and suddenly COVID has come, and everybody got into trouble, and that's when we reached out to one of the international organizations called Rainforest Alliance. I'm sure, I don't know how many of you know about it. So we just partnered with them in 2020 for doing a pilot in certifying Araku coffee as per international standards, which can be supplied directly to ITC Group. So we're doing that pilot program. COVID has come, and because we're connected to all the FPOs, farmers, villages around, every day we used to get calls saying that, sir, something, this farmer we lost it, this farmer we lost it, this farmer we lost it. And end of the day, for me as a businessman, if I want to survive, I have to take care of their lives. It is so important and it is so critical for me to really take care of life. Then I reached out to the medical healthcare department of Pardue and I said, sir, can you give me some dynamics on what is the requirement that we can really save lives? Then I reached out to the US guys from Air Forest. I requested that we need oxygen concentrators at that point of time. This is predominantly in the month of May, where we phase 2 of COVID was happening. So they got convinced. So I personally drove down for 72 hours for 120 kilometers stretch, went to all the PHCs, we distributed 20 oxygen concentrators in all the hospitals. And then we followed up with all the doctors. We spent time with we made a group for all the doctors. We spent time with all the doctors. Please. Okay. So we went back, and when I was traveling in this journey of 3 days, something, whatever we've seen in television, what we've seen in whatever way it is, the pain point is I've seen people dying in front of me because of oxygen. Because the cylinders were not available, refilling was not available. And I've given the oxygen concentrator. People don't know how to use oxygen concentrator. Doctors don't know how to use them. They've got it trained when they were in their MBBS college days. Then we have to get them on to back. We got all them online trained. And after that, we started tracking how many people have we saved. The day when we've done that, and we went back to them and said, hey, look, are you all okay? Your health is safe. From that day for the last 2 years, you believe me or not, the tribal farmers started trusting native agriculture. It is not just buying the bean and going out of it. It is about saving lives, right? So that's how we actually build our own relationship with coffee. And this is how our success story today, we have about 12 FPOs working with us, 10,200 plus farmers working with us. We know where is the produce, what produce can be done, and how can we really work with them in taking it to the next level. While there are too many competitors sitting down in the globe, there are too many people working I'm talking about government is working, there are about 12, 13 private organizations working in mentoring them, getting them a lot of access. There are a lot of funds available there also. All of this is there. What we can contribute to that ecosystem has actually built the brand called Native Agriculture. So this is where the true story has actually moved on. Let's go on to the next point and what was my journey, and then I'll talk about how is the competitor analysis very important, and how do we really grow about it. I'll give you that short stick about it. So I come with the same 16 years experience, and Ravi and I worked on one transition. That's how we know each other very well. See, IT is a very different platform to play. So I was listening to a couple of people on the IT. I've been on the same side. Right? So I started a company in 2013 called Corporate Learning. Right, this is more into skill development. We went to colleges. We want to add value to the ecosystem. Being a DGM for IBM, right? I know the true pain of what is the requirement for what is the skill set required for corporates, right? So 3 years, we've done huge transition. Went to a lot of colleges in East West North Godavari side. We trained about 38,000 students there, right? Contributed to the ecosystem. But what we've learned out of it is we can't live with one business. We just can't live with one business. And then I said, okay, this is not the way it's going to fly. Let's get into our core. There's something called creativity in your own stuff. And then I decided, let me get into another organization called the Corporate World. Is an organization which I have built. This is primarily into branding and promotion, which is one of my expertise, which I really make it. So started formulating things, started working with governments, started doing videos, drone shots, camera pictures, making nice brochures. We've done all of that, website designing, started getting into it. It's just not corporate learning. It's about corporate world also. We just start mapping to each other. Right? Skill set is always one skill. We have to add value to it. Along with it, and that was a good successful story for 2016, Jan to December, and then I've started another company called Medic TFHC Private Limited. This is primarily into rural healthcare, right? This was the whole idea was to empower rural citizens to get healthcare services at their doorstep. And this organization initially, we did well, but post the new government, we lost hope. And there are tons of mistakes which we have made. Okay, it is not somebody else's mistake. It is our mistake which we made by not predicting it right, by underestimating our competitor. How did our practice go up in COVID, and why did we fail? And we went back and said, why did we fail? And that's when the whole team we went and sat. The biggest opportunity which we've seen is we didn't do the gap analysis right. All we've been doing is okay. Proctor has done this, so we are different. Okay, we've done different on this. So what is the best in the world has done this, so we've done this. But is it practically possible for me to implement on ground at the rural stage? And how much time is going to take? Am I readily funded for that game to play on the ground? The answer is no. We failed on that. We failed on all three steps. But while we're doing this, that's what I said. 2017 is when we got into coffee. So coffee started giving me a lot of learning. See, I've done good, I've done decent, I've done bad. Now these three combinations is when I put my drawing back on the white paper. I said, what went right, what went really wrong, why did it go very wrong, and how do I really to get my investments right, and how do I need to do on our own. That is when I started learning, and then every learning in this three companies is put on as a success story today. Right? So nothing is perfect. Yes. Yeah. I'll do that. So gap analysis when I wanted to mention on it categorically, first and foremost thing is like one of the presentations which is going on. You really have to know what is the difference. See, I'll give you one slider which will talk about gap analysis and the opportunity analysis and the competitor analysis. I'll show you that slide. One important thing which you have to learn is please remember by the time you think and you execute, there is somebody who's already doing it by the way. Don't think that your product is unique, right? Don't think that your product is unique. Your product can never be unique at the current stage. By the time you think, you implement, there is somebody who's already doing it. And by the time somebody is doing it, if you don't patent your concept, somebody is taking it. These are very, very important for any startup. Please remember that. And everybody have a wrong perception. Patenting will take a very long time process and all of that stuff. This is absolutely wrong. It's all about how do you understand it right, how do you write your document right, get your drafting right, and just go on it. And you're secured and safe. Okay, so that's how the actually the journey happened. Now I'll just show you. Just go back to the down slides. Okay, just go up. So this presentation primarily I have made for one of the international clients who wants to invest and who said, Ram, I really want to understand what is your process and how do you work and where do you work. See, everybody has this perception, Ram, it's just be a 10 slider. Investor doesn't have time to go through all of that stuff. So it all depends upon what do you want to sell and how do you understand, how impressive can you make a presentation which should be attractive for the investor. That's equally very, very important. Okay, so just go to the next slide. My style of working, which I learned out of the three, organizations, is pictography talks much than words. We write tons of data on it, tons of numbers on it, but if you can really depict that with a picture and a number, it gives into the mind. That's psychologically right. Being a trainer, I've learned that and I'm implementing it. Go on to the next slide. I don't need to just go down. Slow. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to show you now in the next slides, these are all pictography. I was talking to you firstly, how did it originate? This is the old man, 1958 born. The first hut guy, the second hut guy, and the third hut. Did I depict what is spoke? The first hut, the second hut, and the third hut. So with that, we made one goal. We really wanted to improve tribal farmers' income source from 20 to 30%. I'm not going to change the world. Neither I can change the world. Let's be practical about it. So a farmer used to get 220 rupees per kg on a green coffee bean. Today I'm giving them, after 5 years, today we pay them 480 rupees per kg. But I didn't change the world. And see, there are about 1,29,000 tribal farmers working for coffee production. All I'm targeting right now is 10,400 people, out of which productively people who can really work with us, who are implementing, whom I'm supporting, should be about 50-60%, not more than that. Let's be practical on numbers. And this is what we're trying to add value to the ecosystem. This 5,000 people are your brand ambassadors who are going to take it up to the next level. That's equally very important. Next slide, please. This is our vision. I'll probably share this video to you in a PDF for you guys to go through it also. Next slide. So by the way, all these photographs are shot by me. Next. This is our journey. Next. Next. This is all our products. So we've got the Startup India recognition also, certificate recognition. We're the first startup from Andhra Pradesh to get the Startup India recognition in the agriculture sector. Again. Next. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. So what I'm trying to showcase is how is competitor very important. See, coffee is the second biggest commodity in the globe, consumed commodity in the globe, right? The biggest man who's done. Sir, what was the first one? I said the first one is me, sir. Yeah. So these are all our international partnerships. Let's go on to the next one. So what I'm trying to showcase right now is when I have in 2017 when I actually formed Native Arco Coffee, there is one organization which I don't want to name it, but which is being funded by the NGO, which is funded by various big MNCs, right? And they're already in the market. Big bees. Now the way Arco Coffee is there in Paris, there's a branding happened. It's been done by one of the great team. It's Nandi Foundation who's contributed, who's brought the brand value to the organization. Due respects to all of them. They're there in Bangalore also, right? When I started the company, I get a call from this team. I said, "Who are you? Why are you putting up? This is our name. How can you really put up a Arco Coffee name?" And I said, "Sir, Native Arco Coffee is my brand. I'm not trying to go back and pouch and get into your system. My lane of business is to add value to the ecosystem. While you're doing it for they've done it for about 25 villages. I said, my aim is to go back and for the remaining people." Then they said, do you know about the soil? Do you know about the nature? Do you know about the all? I said, "Sir, I don't know. I'm learning." 2018, I got a call from tourism department. Saying that, "Ram, we heard about you. We need about 2 tons of coffee for tourism promotion and spices." I said, "I'm a small man. We have aHUB Coffee, we have Girijan Corporation. These guys are doing a great job. Why are me?" Then they said, "Ram, it is not about coffee powder. It is about the story which you are trying to tell. From an AP tourism perspective, we want to show that story saying that, hey, look, we promote startups in the ecosystem. We certainly want to add value to the ecosystem, and this is why we wanted to promote." There was a gentleman called Kaushik Mugachi at that time who brought me into that system. We promoted there. Second, there was a hot air balloon festival which has happened in our group. For all the 120 captains who's come from the world, we've given coffee. These are stories which is built. It is naturally which has come because we're adding value to that ecosystem. We branded it right. Most important, branded it right. Okay. So in this juncture, then I said, okay, in 2019, I reached out to Coffee Board of India, which is in Narsipatnam. I told him, "Sir, I'm a startup. I'm a technology guy. I have no clue about coffee. This is the knowledge which I have. I need help." Narsipatnam Coffee Board, there's a gentleman, Dr. Suresh Babu, who is the research deputy director. He said, "Ram, come on every Saturday. I'll spend time with you." He spent 5 weeks with me in teaching right from the basic in the research station. He showed me what is green. He said, "How does the soil really make a beautiful coffee?" They had 120 acres of research plantations there. I spent that every Saturday with them for 5 weeks, and he taught me Andhra. He taught me why tribal farmer really quits. He taught me why tribal farmer doesn't get a prize also. And I've learned that particular trick. Okay, this is the true learning what we have to do. Then I've come back and I said, okay, this is not the way it's going to work. Let's see who are the topmost coffee market presence guys. You talk about Starbucks, you talk about Costa Rica, you had Coffee Day. You have in the domestic market, you got your Tatas, your Brew, your Goodin Label, and all of this stuff. In Araku, we said, okay, you have Araku Coffee, and you have GCC, which is the competition. Native Araku Coffee. I'm not able to show that if I can. It's stuck. Okay. So what I've done is then I reached out to Araku Coffee. I went to Bangalore and I went to a couple of places when it is open. And before that, I went to the place where it is the Gandhi Foundation. We're not allowed to get inside. Then I went and spoke to the farmers who grow there and all of that stuff. And they told me the story, sir. This is how it works. This is the price about it. And I went to the website. I bought their products to understand how this coffee is different to our coffee. What I've learned an opportunity from the competitor is he doesn't do filter coffee. He only does black coffee, which is of international standard, which is top graded coffee. The bottom body coffee is not used. I've written this is my first opportunity to work upon. Second is you looked at brew, your 2 rupees sachets. You brew, Nescafe, Sunrise, all of these are available, right? I bought all of them. I went to Chennai. I learned about filter coffee. Then I went to you have Leo coffee, Nursing coffee, Kumbakonam coffee, Coimbatore coffee. I bought all the coffees. Then along with my team, we said, okay, guys, every day we'll taste one. Okay, so we sat together. Every day we taste one plant, and we've taken a white paper. I said, you tell me your experience honestly as a consumer, and we've written all of that. Then we went back to Coffee Board. We said, sir, this is my analysis out of the current product, and I'm going to make a product which is out of the box. And that is how Native Arku Coffee built a blend called filter coffee, which is a combination of 80-20, which is 80% coffee and 20% chicory for a filter coffee. And in this, we have various combinations in it. Coffee is an ocean. But what we've looked at is a competitor should not come back to my coffee again. He should not blame that this is a thin flavor. And you have to come out with a blend in that. That is one we've originated. Second we've originated is instant coffee. We do it in very, very, very small scale, but we've done a premium coffee order, right? Third, which is very important, the chocolate which you're having right now, right, is a signature collection which we've developed very much in Visa by a woman entrepreneur. So that's how you'll be making a unique difference, and all these getting connected to two people. One, all these are getting connected to two people. One, tribal farmer does the true coffee blend today and what you're having on chocolate. Second is a woman entrepreneur who's actually making the chocolate sitting down in my side. Third, competitor is the only person who will give you great ideas to build a unique platform for yourself. Please remember, as I told you in my first statement, competitor is the only guy who will give you more inputs on how to actually do one product. It is nobody else. And a retail, as it is a retail product, right? Sitting down on an internet and surfing on the internet will not give you data. Will never give you accurate data. Please remember this. You have to go on ground. You'll have to do research. You'll have to spend some time on it and telling that, hey, look, this is what I have to do. Oh, this is the true thing which we have to do. See, one conclusion statement in competitor analysis. This is the toughest thing which I faced in my career. Native Arku Coffee, we filed for a trademark. It took 18 months for me to get to a hearing. There are 3 competitors sitting down who did not allow us to get the trademark. The only thing which has helped us out is the bank transaction which we have paid to the farmer is the only statement which helped me saying that yes, whatever Native Arku Coffee is doing is true. Now you tell me, is the competitor help me? The answer is no. The competitor gave me an opportunity because he is not transferring it to the farmer account. He's only transferring to the middleman or a distributor or a wholesaler. So this identifying an opportunity through competitor analysis is a big game changer. Please remember that. Never think my product is unique. Your product is never unique. By the time you think it is unique, there's somebody else in the world who's already making it. Like today, I made Araku chocolates. Okay, I know for sure that somebody else is already making it.
Differentiation is concerned, is there any difference
200%, sir. Blend. So for me, if you take an example of green label, it does a 60-40, 60% coffee and 40% chicory. But there is a grade in it. There's a grade in chicory, grade in coffee also. The grade which I use is the signature. I only do a premium coffee blend with premium coffee roast and premium coffee chicory. So obviously the blend changes. And that combination does not exist with somebody else. I can't share the formula, but that is how we work. Yeah, the same thing. See, every organization has. My blend doesn't exist with CCP. Yeah. Yeah. See, when you go to coffee day, you do an 80-20 of what? Not with chicory, right? With which coffee day? Your C series? No, C series doesn't do chicory mix. This, yeah, fresh ground coffee is a differentiation concept. Chicory mix will not be done in the big coffee shops. It's a mix of robust. Yeah, yeah, that's right. The local guys do it. That's fine. In chicory, there are 6 grades. In Arabica and Robusta blend which we make, there are 16 grades which I go back and flavor. So that's what you see. One green bean gives you 154 aromas out of it. 154. I do a medium roast. If I do a medium light roast, the blend changes. So there should be consistency in what we're doing right now. So the blend which I made a standard operating procedure where my roast should be with this type of bean, with this moisture, this combination is my blend. Can do that, sir. That's what I said. Today, sir, coffee is the biggest competitive market in the world. You can never satisfy one customer. But another advantage is once one customer gets used to one coffee, it doesn't feel like going to another coffee. And that's where I play the game of.
No, when you said blend and green label,
Mhm.
so now you understand how many blends come in the
Yeah,
business.
it does.
Scotch,
So, for example, Brew was doing a 60-40 all the days, the 2 rupees sachet. Now the packing is changed. What has changed? It's 70-30. But actually, it is 65-35. Because we've been in the coffee, we know that. Then, as a customer doesn't want to get out of Brew because it's just a 2 rupees sachet, it makes my job easy. Just put on the powder and my coffee is ready. Right, so, sir, in the coffee world, it is a everyday game. For us, it is an everyday game. And the most competitive and the most profitable business across the globe. And how do we play it is more important.
You mentioned intellectual property rights as one of the.
Yes, it is, sir.
What were your knowledge protected?
Sir, for us, one, we've done the trademarking. That's our biggest thing. We've come up with a new innovation called as gel coffee. It does not exist at all in the globe today. So this gel coffee is a combination of, this can be used for with hot milk. It's a milk coffee with hot water. It's a black coffee with ice cubes put on in it. It's a cold coffee. With a gel, does not exist in the globe. We've already filed the patent for it. We're waiting for the next documentation to be done. So we're doing a pilot of the same in Radissa Blue Hotel. We've done a pilot of the same in the Vizag airport also. So when you ask me this question, how are you very uniquely different? How do I know whether my coffee is right? Today my presence is there in Vizag airport, Vijayawada airport, Raipur, Trichy, and Amritsar. When my customers give me the feedback whether I'm consistent or not, if it is not good, I know for sure my business will go down. If my business is growing, that means I'm doing good. The day when it grows down, I have to come up with a new plan so that I can capture the customer base. That's how we play around.
Can I ask you questions? Because we are lining up the time.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. I don't want to list myself from Amazon. Good question. See, if I want to put myself on Amazon, right? Amazon gets the credit. Where is native Arku coffee there? I don't. So if you go into Amazon, there are 11 Arku coffees in it. How do I get my identity there? Amazon will not give you all the storyboards. Nobody has access to go back, sit down, and read the story. It is only the package price and the brief on it, right or wrong? Store with the story. That's the reason why I'm asking you to come to my website and buy. Why should I give it to somebody else? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Actually, if you ask me right, if I put it on Amazon, I have to pay them 22%. Yeah. So I give that 22% to the farmer directly. Why should I give it to the Amazon or a Flipkart? Right, because yeah, I'll be sitting now on the fourth position. The reason behind you have the biggest lead called Araku Coffee, who's funded by Nandi Foundation, startups, and all of them. Uh, that organization comes from a technology background. But my position, I never thought of getting myself on the top level. That takes 2 minutes for me to do an SEO. But the story which I'm trying to sell, right? Like the way you said, sir, I couldn't see it. But when you see it, right, it's there on your memory. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it is. Every story is not there on Instagram. See, here is it go. The biggest answer to Instagram. If I wanted to promote myself on Instagram, there's only one value which is there, it's called trademark. We got the trademark done like 4 or 5 months back. We've been waiting. We don't want to change the website because there are too many legal complications sitting down on that website, and the 6 competitors waiting to go back and get our attention because we're doing decent business in the market. We wanted to go low on SEO. We wanted to reach out to a lot of people. We wanted to build the base first. Today, I can access 1,000 tons of coffee now, right? That's more important. Now that we've got all the licenses, documentation, procedure, trade licenses, everything in place, we move on. It's a systematic process and approach which we made as a strategy. Answer your question? So we're doing about 1.5 CR per annum.
We are actually live.
Done. Thank you so much. I'm here. We can talk it over. That's fine.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Getting back to the Saturday startup meetings, and a special thanks to Mr. Ravi Garu for giving us this goodness of happiness. Uh, Ram Verma. So, so thank you for this token of goodness. And now you can scan this QR code for register yourselves in our WhatsApp groups. So now it's time for refreshments and network break. All the refreshments are available outside, and please be back after 10 minutes. Now I would like to call Madan Mohan Santosh, the founder of Busy World Retail Solutions Private Limited, to make our second startup pitch of the day. Busy World is a retail technology and automation company. They work on problems related to the business operations to entrepreneurs and build software business tools. Can we have you over here, sir? Please, in meantime, please everyone register yourselves using the scanner. Thank you.
Hello, hello everyone. Can you remember these days? So, can you please tell me what he's doing?
He's promoting the film.
Yes, he's campaigning or marketing. Yeah. So, can anybody tell the marketing statement that what he's doing? Nede chudandi మీ అభిమాన థియేటర్లో. That is the marketing statement. So she is also another person who is also marketing her products. So everybody know her marketing statement. This is also one of the technique where people use to market their products by setting up their stores. So these are the few techniques where in India where our ancient entrepreneurs, our entrepreneurs from ancient days are going to market their products. So whenever the e-commerce technology has introduced, then digital marketing has emerged. Before going into the topic, let me introduce myself. My name is Madan Mohan Santosh. I am the founder of Busy World Retail Solutions Private Limited. We as a company, it is a retail technology and automation company. We as a company work on problems related to business operations of the entrepreneurs. So we isolate the problem and we do R&D on it and design software solutions in a such a way that a lay businessman can use it universally at a nominal price. So coming back to the topic. So in the 20th century has in the 20th century there was many innovations that businesses started using to market their products to their customer base. So they are using these mediums to reach their customer base. So let's see its connectivity and range. So initially in the time of wide network, the connectivity was very less and also the customer range, the customer base range for the businesses to reach also very, very few. So after the introduction of radio and TV network, there is no direct connectivity, but the audience are very, very large. After the mobile networks, there is very good network connectivity because availability of SIMs, but when compared to TVR network, it is very, very less. So after when this web and e-commerce technology has emerged, the connectivity is very, very good, and the customer range is also very, very broad compared to all other mediums. So we are in the current age. So and we are in a very good age to connect, and everybody is so densely connected. Then everybody should be using the e-commerce technology, and everybody should doing the digital marketing. But the case is not like that, because among 4.25 crore successful business units in India, why only 70 plus successful e-commerce businesses? Yes, it is one of the burning problems where entrepreneurs are facing and no one is addressing it. So we are here to address. Going deeper into the problem, e-commerce is a wonderful technology to do business, but digital marketing on the web still it is a technically difficult and a costly effort to do online business for an individual. So Forbes magazine, which is the Forbes magazine, has done some research and it stated top 5 reasons. So reason number one, it states that it requires very large team to run an e-commerce. IT team, inventory team, customer support team, etc. etc. The second point, an individual who is an entrepreneur, you want to do an e-commerce business, need to have high technical knowledge. It says it is lacking, right? So in order to meet the new age educated customer, definitely entrepreneur should have a high tech knowledge, which is lacking. The next point is server infrastructure. Many entrepreneurs don't know about their server because it is somewhere in the cloud. So this is also one of the things where entrepreneurs don't know to start up with digital marketing or starting an e-commerce business. So the next important point which we should consider is huge marketing costs to break even. You know, if you ask any digital marketing guy, he will tell you about two types of marketing. One is organic marketing, the other is paid marketing. So in the organic marketing, like link building and all these techniques are there, but they are very, very tedious, not so easy to build your traffic. So because of this reason, many people will adopt a paid marketing. See, this is one of the advertisements of Google Ads saying that हमारा 80% कारोबार गूगल एड्स से मदद से होता है. So if 80% of business is happening to Google Ads, so I don't want to name the brand, but through paid marketing, then what type of marketing is happening online? So this is the core problem I want to address. So because of all these things are very, very costly, obviously your operation costs are high. So because starting up an e-commerce business is equal to starting up a half IT company. So for a start, to run an e-commerce business, you need an IT employees to retain them. You need an infrastructure. So this will all boost your operational expenses. So this is the third party research of Forbes stating that this is the core reason why 97% of failure in the e-commerce business. So if you want to do your self research, you can please go to search engine and type e-commerce failure rate. You can know more about this problem. So now I want to tell you what we have done to solve this problem. So I told you third-party research. I gave you idea to do your self-research. This is the work that we have done. So I will tell you this with an example. So consider that person is you and you are a startup, right? Because you are an new age entrepreneur, you will obviously choose to do your business in web approach, right? So doing in business generally have 3 steps. So the first step is inventory. Obviously, you need an inventory. After that, you need a server with package with software and a payment gateway, server somewhere in the cloud. After you will start doing digital marketing. So you have these resources to do digital marketing. So in the first approach of doing digital marketing, so you generally post your content on social media, right? So this is the one way of doing your digital marketing. But the social media algorithms are so mature nowadays that until and unless your content is viral, you cannot show it. It will not show it to your friends. So that is the situation in the social media. So the next approach you will generally do or go for chat engines. So chat engines like WhatsApp, many will be using for digital marketing. Okay, WhatsApp. So this is also very, very tedious. So search engines again very, very tedious. So again, people are coming to paid ad networks. Because of this very hectic process, majority of web approach is failing. So in the real world approach also, you have these same approach. So in the first point, you have an inventory. In place of server, you have store. In place of digital marketing, you have marketing. So because in the real world, you are fixed, you are limited to fixed place. This is the reason there is a lot of success rate in the real world approach. So we as a retail technology company, we want to make success the same amount of we want to bring same amount of success in the web approach also. So this is the point what we have done. So we have built a busy world approach. Similarly, you have inventory in the first step. In the second step, we made some changes. We took some physical aspects of the store and some aspects of the server, and we have built a store link app. After that, in the marketing step, we again took some digital aspects of digital marketing and some marketing aspects of paid ad in real world approach, and we have built an open marketplace or a fixed place. So now using StoreLink app, which acts as the server in your hand itself, and you can do marketing on open marketplace. So with this, we can confidently say that there will be such very good success rate like in the real world in the web approach also. This is our solution. So I'm happy to introduce you our solution, PC World Arcade, an open marketplace or a digital marketing platform for businesses to set up their store, showcase their products, and build their customer base and get orders. So in order to do business on open marketplace, you need StoreLink app. StoreLink app is a simple tool to set up e-commerce individually within local and expand global by simple invitations. It is very, very easy to use with just 3 steps, as you can see. And we are happy to say that I already told you the top 5 reasons that what you call this folks have stated. We are happy to say that we have solved all 5 problems using our solution. So coming to the business model, this app is the complete solution. The Busy World Arcade and the StoreLink app is completely free to use for every entrepreneur who wants to start up. With this, they can avail 3 free orders every day for their lifetime. Post 3 free orders, they will be automatically pushed in the subscription model. After that, they need to pay $6.99 per month, a subscription fee, or they can pay a yearly subscription with a 15% discount. This is the market size currently we are targeting. This is the key metrics which acts as a foundation to the complete solution. This is our team who have been researching on this problem, talking to the many people, and we built this solution. And we are happy to say that we got a traction of 600 plus businesses using this complete solution. These are our previous milestones we achieved, and we have a future milestone also, complete development and marketing. So finally, what I want to say is, if we can put this solution to every entrepreneur hand in India, then every entrepreneur can indigenously market their products. This will increase in production, and this will give rise to Industry 4.0. Then who should use this? Who should use this? For suppose you are an entrepreneur who is an aspiring entrepreneur who want to start up. You are in just an idea stage. You can use this platform to start up. For suppose you are an entrepreneur who has already built a product, you're struggling for marketing your product, you can indigenously start on this Busy World Arcade. Or you are a successful entrepreneur in the real world and you want to capture the online world, you are also the right person to start up. Then what are the products that we need to showcase? Any products that can be delivered to your customer can be showcased here. If it is a roasted peanut, to the next level wheelchair. If it is an kacha badam, to next level carbon fiber, new type of brick, whatever the product it may be, you can just showcase individually on Busy World Arcade. So what I want to achieve is, all the different type of devices that entrepreneurs are using, which are for personal use. So they are using for their marketing purposes. Our main motto is to build such a unique solution. I don't know, but our motto is like that, so that they can dedicatedly use for digital marketing their products. That is our main motto. So if you have any more doubts, I'm today I don't know, I'm just rushed on all slides. If you have any doubts, you are free to ask me. Yeah. 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 ONDC is the middleware, sir. They are also trying to solve the same problem, but in a different way. We are also trying to solve the same problem, but in a different way. We have confidence in the solution what you are designing. We know about one. Yeah. Yeah. This one, ma'am. Hmm. Okay. I think you need to go and ask in the ground level, ma'am. I've been. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. That is what we are creating the difference, ma'am. All the solutions that you have mentioned is killing the individuality of the entrepreneur. So because they are delivering, please wait. I'm trying to ask you. Because they are delivering, they are branding their what you call their business. Swiggy, they are branding. They are just a delivery startup, right? Local delivery startup. They are branding their business 50%, and you are calling like Wix is just a website, but this is a digital marketing platform. That is the core difference. And you talked about Amazon or something. Amazon is a supermarket model. So Big Basket, all these are supermarket models, man. You will have the competitors. That is supermarket model means. For suppose, if you go into Amazon, it is something like you are entering a supermarket with all the products. So if you enter Busy World, if you want to show, I will show you. It is something like you are entering into a marketplace. We will have all the different type of businesses where you can go inside every business and you can shop if as a customer. Here we are not charging any commissions, sir. It is a subscription fee. It is a digital. Yeah, actually, I have given a limit of 3 orders per day. If you are an entrepreneur, you started doing digital marketing, you are getting benefited from this platform. I'm giving for your lifetime, sir. 3 orders day every day for your lifetime. I don't know when you will cross it. One day you will cross it, na? You will get benefited, na? Then only you can pay us. Every day it will unlock 3 orders. Every day it will unlock 3 orders. If you want, I can show you the demo. I actually the Busy World Arcade, what you call the open marketplace, is available in all platforms. But the digital marketing tool, the Storelink app, is available on Android as of now. Soon we'll launch in Apple. Anybody want to see the demo or that may should I speak? Sir, this is a digital marketing platform, sir. So you should only take care of it. It will give the individuality to you can just start up on Busy World Arcade and you can try to showcase your product. Who is the? Yeah. It's a digital marketing. Showcasing is yeah. So what is meant by marketing, ma'am? So that is the basic question. Okay. The marketing means if you have some product and if you want to transfer that this is the best products among your so if you are an entrepreneur, you want to tell your customers that this is the unique product that no I mean when compared to other competitors. That is the point that you want to tell your customers, ma'am. So you want to make clear in your customer mind that your product is great. That is called marketing. And if you are doing that marketing using some device, then it is called digital marketing. So what exactly is digital marketing, ma'am? So if you are face to face, I will do direct marketing. If you are you are in Hyderabad, so how do I do marketing to you? Through digital marketing. Digital marketing is nothing but long distance marketing, ma'am. That's all. That is the reason I want to show you the demo. Please go to busyworld.com where you can see the what you call where you can just if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you have some basic ideas, you can directly go and start up over there. and you can start business on Busy World. It's an open marketplace so that everybody will get a place to start up. That's it. Yeah. So it is busy business plus world. Busy world. But coming from the domain industry, I can tell you, it doesn't personally. Okay, sir. No problem, sir. No, sir. No. That is the reason I brought all the pamphlets to the market. I understand the problem that many people don't. So that is the reason I just
It's good when we see all of you are posing questions instantly and randomly, but due to time factor, we are just stopping you. Sorry, don't mind for that. And now, before closing the session, we'll have an open mic session to encourage opinions from the audience. Anyone from the audience can pose your ideas. And one more reminder for audience, just be respectful for their ideas and give your valuable suggestions. Anybody who have ideas can pose it.
It's not possible right now. I'll do it. చూపుతగిన చెప్పలేమని మూడు టెంప్లెట్స్ అండి నేను చెప్పాలి మీ ఫోన్ చూస్తే ఇప్పుడు ఎలా కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాను షేర్ చేయాలి కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాను సార్ యూ కెన్ డూ ఇట్ ఆఫ్టర్ ద సెషన్ షేర్ 7013 meanwhile any other person can share the idea 949888.
Or in the meantime, from the audience, you can give us valuable suggestions for the startup Saturday improvements and all. We are ready to hear. Anyone? Okay. In meanwhile time, we use this for the student interaction. Please introduce yourself and your name and for what purpose.
94.
Hello everyone, my name is Sankalpita from Degree College, Energy. So I come here to know more about the startup planning and a better knowledge. Thank you. Sorry.
Which course are you?
BBA. Business Marketing.
ఏంద్రా ఇవాళ
My name is Balaja. I am from Degree College, first year BBA. I am here to know about startup idea.
మామూలు చెప్పారా ప్లీజ్ నాకు డబ్బులు సపోర్ట్ చేయదు అప్లికేషన్ సపోర్ట్ చేయదు
Good afternoon. I am Chaitanya Verma and this is my second time to attend Startup Saturday. And I am here to listen the ideas and startup for sharing us.
Good afternoon everyone. I am Karna from Degree College. I am here to get the exposure about the startups. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Jay. I am representing from this as of admission BCom Computer Application. I am here to know about some startup ideas and also I want to share an idea about automation of helmet. See,
అవ్వదు అందులో చెప్పు, నేను అదే చెప్తున్నాను.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I would like to share my view on the automation of the helmet. Nowadays, we are all facing the accidents. We are all seeing the accidents lively, like lack of helmet. According to what I see on Chrome, I found that every 1 hour there would be more or less than 4 people are dying due to lack of wearing helmet. So, according to my idea, I would like to uh, build a software or else a system which automatically connected to a motorcycle. Maximum for cars and all, we find that we have a seat belt which gives an alert like we should put on the helmet before driving. But in two-wheeler, we could not find that feature actually. So now I want to introduce that towards the two-wheeler vehicle also as well. So this is attached to a speedometer which could scan the facial recognition of the rider, which ensures wholly when the rider was with the helmet, it would collect the pictographs of the rider and it would save in its database as well. So by doing this, uh, it would recognize the helmet with the help of a chip which we are going to put in it. So this would have a like when we use our vehicle, our family members also as well use the vehicle. So at that time, we would need or more or less than we would sufficiently provide the database of two, 2 to 3 members in that sensor. So it would recognize the facial recognition and as well as the chip which was provided in the helmet. However, this would be not as easy as we said in words. It needs a high advanced artificial intelligence as well, as we are developing day by day. This could be fine little bit easier if we modify this one into a real practice. This is my idea. Thank you for giving this opportunity to share here.
Any insights? What does the chip do? What does the chip do?
Actually, while we are ఇప్పుడు ఆ చిప్ అనేది ఇప్పుడు నార్మల్ గా అంటే ఫేషియల్ రికగ్నైజేషన్ తీసుకుంటాం కదా. ఒక వెహికల్ అనేది మనం ఇంట్లో 2 or 3 people కాకుండా కొంచెం ఎక్కువ మందిని కూడా వాడుతూ ఉంటాం. ఇప్పుడు సేమ్ యాజ్ వెల్ మన ఫోన్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఫోన్ లో ఫేషియల్ రికగ్నైజేషన్ ఎలా అయితే ఉంటుందో మనం ఆ చిప్ డేటాబేస్ లో అనేది ఈ ఫేషియల్ రికగ్నైజేషన్ అనేది సేవ్ చేస్తాం. మన స్పీడోమీటర్ కి అటాచ్ చేసి ఆ సెన్సార్ లో ఆ చిప్ లో బేస్ అయి ఉన్నవి కూడా మనం ఎంటర్ చేస్తుంటే ఇవి స్కాన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆ చిప్ రికగ్నైజ్ చేస్తే యాజ్ వెల్ as స్పీడోమీటర్ లో ఉన్న స్కానర్ కూడా రికగ్నైజ్ చేస్తుంది. ఎందుకు పెట్టాలంటే లైక్ రికగ్నైజేషన్ కోసం హెల్మెట్ పెట్టుకోకుండా వెళ్ళిపోతే అంటే మనం అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ
like more like he is speaking in the next week, so you can have more ideas in the next week or something.
I guess all your queries will be answered in the next session. Think about it. Think about why you are getting what.
I think that
actually I have my PPT in my mobile, but it is
like next week he is presenting. Okay, yeah.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నా పేరు గౌతమ్. నేను అంటే మనం డైలీ జనరల్లో ప్రతి వెహికల్ ఒక రిపేర్ వస్తుంది. అది కార్ అయినా కావచ్చు, బైక్ అయినా కావచ్చు, లారీ అని కావచ్చు, బస్సు అని కావచ్చు, ఏదైనా కావచ్చు. అది మన డెస్టినేషన్ రీచ్ అవ్వకుండా మధ్యలో అయిపోద్ది. దానికి వచ్చే ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే మనకు తెలియకపోవచ్చు, తెలియచ్చు. వెహికల్ మధ్యలో అయిపోవడం వల్ల చాలా వరకు మనం డెస్టినేషన్ రీచ్ అవ్వకపోవడం వల్ల అక్కడ మధ్యలో ఉండిపోతాం. దానికి మెకానికల్ దగ్గరలో ఇప్పుడు అవుట్ ఆఫ్ స్టేషన్కి వెళ్ళాం అనుకోండి, అక్కడ మెకానికల్ ఎవరు మనకు తెలియదు. అవుట్ ఆఫ్ స్టేషన్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మనకి మెకానికల్ దగ్గర ఎవరు తెలియదు. అప్పుడు మన మెకానికల్ ఎవరు తెలియనప్పుడు మనకి యాప్ ఇవ్వబడుతుంది. ఈ యాప్లో ఏంటంటే ఆ లోకల్ ఉన్న ప్రతి ఒక్క మెకానిక్ షాపులని, బైక్ కానీ, కార్ కానీ, ఆటో కానీ, బస్ కానీ, ప్రతి లారీ కానీ అన్నిటిని నా యాప్లో రిజిస్టర్ చేయించేస్తున్నాను. దానికి ఆన్ ద స్పాట్ సర్వీస్, అట్ ద హోమ్ సర్వీస్, అట్ ద గ్యారేజ్ సర్వీస్, లేట్ నైట్ సర్వీస్ కూడా మేము ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తున్నాం. అంతే. చెప్పండి. ఓన్లీ మెకానిక్ షాప్ లో రిజిస్టర్ చేస్తున్నాం. ప్రతి సర్వీస్, ప్రతి కార్ కానీ, బైక్ కానీ, వెహికల్ కానీ, ఇప్పుడు లారీస్ అవి, బస్సు అవి అవుట్ ఆఫ్ నుంచి వస్తున్నాయి. అవి వాళ్ళకి తెలియదు ఇక్కడ మెకానిక్ షాప్ ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఉన్నాయి ఏం తెలియదు. దానికి మన దాంట్లో యాప్ రిజిస్టర్ అయితే తెలుస్తుంది. వాళ్ళు మన దాంట్లో ఫిక్స్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ సర్వీస్ లో ఉంది. చెప్పండి సార్. మెకానిక్ షాప్ లో ఉంటాయి కానీ అందులో సర్వీస్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారో మేము సర్వీస్ ప్రొవైడ్ పెట్టి దాన్ని బట్టి రేట్లు పెట్టి గో మెకానిక్ వాళ్ళకి కార్స్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు. మేము బైక్స్, కార్స్, ఆటో, లారీ ప్రతిదీ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాం. అది టూ వీలర్ యాడ్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, యాడ్ చేస్తాను. కాంపిటీషన్ కదా సార్, నేనే యాడ్ చేస్తాను. చెప్పండి సార్. గూగుల్లోని చెప్పండి. పర్లేదు. సారీ చెప్పండి మేడం. ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఇక్కడికి వెళ్తే ఇస్తారండి, అవుట్ ఆఫ్ స్టేషన్కి వెళ్తే ఎలా ఇస్తారు చెప్పండి. ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఎక్కడ ఎన్ఐడికి వెళ్ళారండి, ఎక్కడి నుంచి మాక్సిమం అవుట్ ఆఫ్ స్టేషన్ రాలేకపోయారు, అప్పుడు ఎలా ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు సర్వీస్? ఇప్పుడు మీరు రిజిస్టర్ అయ్యారండి, చాలా మంది రిజిస్టర్ అవ్వలేదు. అంటే మీరు చేసుకున్నారు రిజిస్ట్రేషన్, మేము చేసుకోలేదు. చాలా మంది చేసుకోరు, వాళ్ళకి మేము ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తున్నాం. డబుల్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ వాళ్ళు ఇస్తారు, అంటే ఇలా రోడ్ సైడ్ ప్రొవైడెన్స్ ఇస్తాం, లేటెస్ట్ సర్వీస్ ఇస్తారు వాళ్ళు, మేము లేటెస్ట్ సర్వీస్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తున్నాం. చెప్పండి సార్, చెప్పండి. వాళ్ళు ఇస్తారు సింపుల్. మీరు ఇప్పుడు థింక్ ఆఫ్ వాళ్ళతో టైఅప్ అయ్యి వాళ్ళేమో ఇన్సూరెన్స్ కంపెనీ చెప్తున్నారు 24/7 అసిస్టెన్స్ ఇస్తాం. కొన్ని రీజన్స్ లో ఉంటాయి, మేబీ Tier 1 సిటీ సెంటర్స్ లో ఈజీ, కష్టం అయిపోతుంది. మూవ్ మోర్ Tier 2 రూరల్ ఎప్పుడు వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు అనకాపల్లి దాటి ఎలిమెంట్స్ దాటిసిన తర్వాత మీరు మధ్య దాటలో ఆగిపోయారు. అక్కడ అలాంటి దగ్గర రెసిస్టెన్స్ వాళ్ళు క్లాస్ వాళ్ళు చెప్తారు 50 కిలోమీటర్స్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ రెసిస్టెన్స్. ఆ దీనికి లేనప్పుడు వాళ్ళతోనే టైఅప్ అయ్యి ఎక్స్చేంజ్ చేసుకొని మీరు వాళ్ళ దగ్గర. అంటే ఇప్పుడు మాట్లాడచ్చా సార్? అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఆ మేడం గారు ఇప్పుడు సుజుకి అనుకున్నాను రిజిస్టర్ అయ్యారు. ఇప్పుడు ఆ వెహికల్ సర్టన్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ దగ్గర ఉంటాయి, ఇప్పుడు చిన్న చిన్న మెకానిక్ షాపులు ఉంటాయి. ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళకి అర్జెంట్ సర్వీస్ కావాలి, ఇప్పుడు చాలా దూరం నుంచి రాలేరు కదా, దగ్గర నుంచి ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ 2 కిలోమీటర్స్ లో మెకానిక్ షాప్ ఉంది, అక్కడ ఆ మెకానిక్ షాప్ మన దాంట్లో యాప్ రిజిస్టర్ అయ్యింది. వాళ్ళు వచ్చి స్పీడ్ సర్వీస్ చేసినప్పుడు అంత దూరం నుంచి వచ్చి వెయిటింగ్ సర్వీస్ కంటే దగ్గర నుంచి రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకుంటారు. హెల్త్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ ఉంది సార్, ఉంటారు. నేనేమో ఈ లిస్టెడ్ హాస్పిటల్స్ ఉంటాయి, అలాగే మీతో టైఅప్ అవుతే మీ మెకానిక్స్ కూడా 24/7 లో వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చే సర్వీస్ మీకు డబ్బులు మీకు వచ్చేస్తాయి. సో వాళ్ళ ప్రీమియం లో వాళ్ళు చార్జ్ చేసుకుంటారు. అదే అంటారు. సో యూ కెన్ టైఅప్ విత్ దోస్. కొలాబరేషన్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు మాక్సిమం పెద్ద పెద్ద కంపెనీ అన్ని కొలాబరేషన్ ఒప్పుకుంటారు, చిన్న చిన్న వాళ్ళు ఒప్పుకోరు కదా. నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ కవరేజ్ ఆఫ్ మెకానిక్స్ బట్టి ఉంటుంది. మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ మీటింగ్ వస్తాను, మాట్లాడతాను.
I guess there is enough fire in the house for a day. Still, anybody to speak? Your ideas, your thoughts of this Saturday meeting, anything is welcome. Okay. Please register yourself. You all know that we are in the starting stages of this Startup Saturday meeting, which is held in Andhra University. When you all register, it goes in a wide range, as you all know, so that you need to register for the next step. Please register. And we appreciate your participation for today's meeting. And now I would like to ask the speaker of the day's feedback for us, the one who distributed us the happiness today.
Bring happiness every day.
You wanted to get every chocolate every day or what? No, as long as you want to fund for it, I don't mind giving to everybody, Ravi. All right. So the feedback is, everything starts with a vision to really execute. And this is the first part. Getting connected to a lot of people, like me, sharing ideas, and I've also learned a couple of things in this talk. So I was talking to him, he gave me one great feedback. I love the chocolate, but I think you can work on a ecological paper, right? Which you can use in through, and it is not hurting the environment. I think it's very valid feedback that I should take back and work upon it. Right? This is where the startup community certainly add a lot of it. These are small, minute things, but certainly adds a lot of value proposition back to the organization. Right? So great show. I think in fact I like the timing especially. Probably for 5-10 minutes is okay, but I think that's more important to go on. Thank you so much and all the best to startup ecosystem. Anytime you guys need any help, anything which I can add value to you on your business or on the branding side, or you have any queries, please feel free to call me. I'm available on the call. My number is available there. In the group also. You can call me. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You will see solutions available. Yeah, it is available with Ravi. It is there. You'll have to buy that. So chocolates will be available on the website effective 26th of this month. We're actually coming up with a new strategy. On the national highway, every 100 kilometer we'll have a coffee shop attached to the road. And also EV charging point coming up. The first coffee shop is coming up. Workspace. Yeah, workspace. The pilot is starting is 26th of November. Is the first launch in Andhrauniversity on the national highway. We have a coffee shop in Boston. January we'll be adding the EV charging point to it. Tentatively by March of April, we'll be coming up with a concept called on the highway work. So we're going to put up a nice co-working space there. We're going to do that at every 100 stop. We are prepared to have a nice coffee and a chocolate on the way. Thank you so much. That's a good feedback.
Actually, add something.
Do that. Can you do?
Yeah, we finish an idea.
Yeah, the before scanner has a small issue. Now you can scan this so that you can register yourselves. Thank you. And now we have a few more announcements. aHUB, ALCO partners, TIE, and NASCOM are jointly conducting a hackathon called Hack AP with the theme of track and trace the next weekend. To get more details about it, you can contact any of our volunteer team. And the next exciting announcement is our next Startup Saturday will be on December 3rd. And we are planning to devote it to the idea exchanges. We'll share the details in our WhatsApp groups. If you're not in our WhatsApp group, here in this near the T file, you had our scanners manually, so you can scan yourselves and you can join in your. Okay. You can contact me or any of our volunteers so that we'll add you in the group so that you don't miss any updates from us. And additionally, if you're not remembered to start up WhatsApp or. And thank you. Signing off. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you. December 3rd, sir.